Okay, last day on the mountain, currently in a gondola chair. The only gondola in Australia is at Thredbo, and I'm currently riding up that, heading for the cruiser area. I swapped over to a snowboard for today because they got a new system called Step-On, and essentially if you're on a snowboard, if you've ever done that before, you know that you have to sit on your bottom to put the boots on and fall over to take the boot off and all of that sort of stuff, and that just gets rid of it. The downside is no jumps. Now, I'm 46, I'm not that interested in jumping. Everything hurts. If I injure myself, it takes a lot longer to get better. Still carrying some residual injuries from previous head injuries. My index finger does seem to be getting a little bit better, but we are now looking at 18 months or so, maybe not quite 18, maybe 16 months after the original injury. Incredibly slow to heal, but hopefully my index finger does come back to normal. That would be wonderful. Also, I had an optometrist appointment, and he did my eyes, and he said, well, you've got a horizontal astigmatism and a vertical astigmatism. Have you had any serious head injuries? And I'm like, yeah, actually at least 3. And so we're looking for an osteopath in Mullumbimby that specialises. He was like, go see this lady. So got an appointment with my GP next week to sort out the care plan, all of that good stuff. So the interesting thing I wanted to share with you, so been on holidays this week, and last night, very fatigued at around 8:45, but Hamish had an assignment that he hadn't done, so we worked on that for a bit. I'm like, I gotta check out this. 9:20, went to bed. The others showed up at some point later on and kind of woke me up, and I was a bit grumpy because of that. But anyway, we're just going through mid-station. So I wake up at my, must have been around 5:15 or something like that. I'm like, it's warm in bed, it's nice in bed. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. And this, as you'll see if you look at the video for this morning, you'll notice that it was like 6:45 or something when I began stacking, which is very late. But I'm on holidays, so it was fun. And I had these weird dreams before I woke up. So the first one was I was in a car and I was on the passenger seat, and I think my father-in-law was driving, and we're on the edge, and he's unaware that he is driving so close to the edge, and I look over and it's like a 500 meters or 800 meters, a kilometer down to the bottom, and I'm like so petrified, all I can do is start pointing. I'm like, go that way, can't speak from terror. Anyway, we cruise on a little bit, and then I tell him about it, and then he actually misses the next one, and we fall in the car maybe, 20 meters. Very odd dream. The next dream, I'm like washing a cat. There's this black cat, and I've got to wash it, and it escapes from the bath and then starts chasing another cat, goes into a room, and I come up to the doorway. The first cat goes flying by. The second cat that I've been washing, I stand up and it smacks into my shoulder and passes out. I'm like, whoa, there's some pretty weird dreams. So anyway, I look them up, and it's like, vulnerability, change, not being willing to take the next steps. It was all pretty confusing. I was like, wow, did they just throw things together? But it does seem like I've been having these experiences at 46. Like, I'm suddenly 46, it suddenly clicks 31, clicks 36, clicks 41, clicks 46. I'm like, whoa. My father died recently, as you guys know, and looking back at photos of Sam and Hamish and Pip at 2 years old, 5 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, and now for Sam, 15 years old. And I feel like there's this interesting experience that I'm being guided towards, which is like, hey, I've had all of these experiences. How do they integrate? How do they work together? How do they come together into something that makes my life work? And many people, I had this shared with me once. They were like, Tom, where you are now is most people's dream reality. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I live in Byron Bay. My kids are healthy. My wife's pretty good. She's got her challenges, but overall, we have money. We have enough. We have work. The medicine's not going anywhere. We have a huge amount of medicine to get through over the next 2-3 decades as the baby boomers age. and we're dealing with this mental health crisis. So it's like, okay, what have I been up to, and what's the synthesis or the integration of all of these things? And it's not apparent yet. It's not apparent yet by any means. I'm just curious as to where this is all going. Western medicine, years and years. Eastern medicine, years and years. Business skill sets, years and years. Men's work, years and years. Parenting, years and years. So it's not a lack of experiences, but it's like, okay, how do all of these fit together? And each of my mentors have delved into areas of these and mastered those. And so it's a very curious experience not to have mastery in any of them, but to be across all of them. And I'm just kind of curious where it's all going. So that's all I got for you today, just to let you know that I haven't worked it out yet, but I'm hopeful that over the next 3, 6, 12 months, there's going to be some kind of fusion, integration, synthesis of all of these things. We might have something that's really powerful and really cool. All right, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to go grab my snowboard and jump onto the easy runs for a bit, and I'll catch you guys next time.